Deep in the heart of the land of Odd-Aran lay the quiet village of Umuse. A place both rich in culture and shrouded in mystery, there lived a girl called Ada. Ada had always been the queen of Valentine's Day. Weeks before February 14th, she made sure her single friends knew just how special her relationship was going to be. She told everyone about her new boyfriend. "He's taking me to Dubai for Valentine," she lied to her childhood friends when she visited home. Even in Lagos, her single friends envied her. "My dear, David is planning something big for me this year," she would boast. "He is really planning of something massive. A whole romantic getaway. You people should just be ready to cry." Meanwhile, David, her beloved boyfriend, had no idea what she was saying behind his back. The truth was simple: he was broke. His salary as an IT support officer barely covered his rent and transport, and with the way Lagos was set up, love did not pay the bills. Yet, Ada never cared for realities like budget or financial struggles. In her mind, if a man truly loved a woman, he would find a way to surprise her. He would make sacrifices, take loans, steal if necessary. The night before Valentine's Day. On the night of February 13th, Ada sat in her dimly lit apartment, scrolling through Instagram, seeing the extravagant gifts other women had started receiving: designer bags, candlelit dinners, flights to Dubai. "Tomorrow will be my turn," she said to herself. She couldn't wait any longer. Dialed the boyfriend number to remind him about tomorrow, which will be the Valentine Day. She called David. "Baby, I can't wait for tomorrow," she cooed. David, who was still in the office, at that moment he replied, "What is happening tomorrow?" Her heart skipped. As she said, "Have you forgotten tomorrow is Valentine? And I'm expecting a big surprise." David replied, "Things are tight right now. I was thinking we could just spend time together instead. Just us. No big budget. I don't have any money for any big surprise for now, but I promise I will make you feel happy." The silence stretched. "You're joking, right?" she asked, her voice dangerously low. David hesitated. "Babe, please just understand." She cut the call. Rage boiled in her chest. This was a man she had defended, a man she had boasted about. Now, how would she face her friends? How would she tell them that after all her big talk, she had nothing? Tomorrow, she would get the love she deserved. It is better he is dead than disgracing her. The next day being February 14th. David arrived at Ada's apartment with a small box. He was nervous. He expected anger, maybe some cold silence, but instead, Ada welcomed him with a bright smile. "My love, come in," she said sweetly, touching his face, and collected the small box which the boyfriend presented as gift. David sighed in relief and told to himself, maybe she understood. Maybe she wasn't as materialistic as he thought. He settled on the couch, feeling at home for the first time in days. Ada sat beside him, resting her head on his shoulder. "What would you like to eat?" she asked. "Babe, I'm not really hungry," David replied. "I was thinking you could just prepare or let go on a walk." Ada's smile remained, but inside her heart was dark with hate. No, no, no," she said, playfully hitting his chest. "I want to cook something special for you, my love. Then we will go on walk." David hesitated, but when Ada pouted and insisted, he chuckled. "Okay, fine. But nothing too much, please." She stood up and walked into the kitchen, humming as she prepared a pot of delicious, smoky jollof rice. David sat in the living room, inhaling the rich aroma of tomatoes, spices, and fried onions. His mouth watered. I said I wasn't hungry," he muttered to himself, smiling. Unknown to him, Ada had laced his portion with poison. She dished the food carefully, making sure it looked perfect. When she returned, she placed the plate in front of him. "Eat while I take a quick bath," she said, brushing his cheek with her fingers. "So that we don't waste time." David looked at her. "Come and eat with me." Ada shook her head. "No, I don't want to waste time, babe. Let me quickly prepare. Just make sure you finish it before I'm done preparing." As he was convinced, he dug into the food. The first spoon melted in his mouth. "Ah, Ada, this food is too sweet." He laughed, taking another spoonful. Ada simply smiled and walked into the bathroom. She turned on the shower but didn't step inside. She stood by the door, listening. Then it happened. A loud, choking scream. David's spoon clattered to the floor. His body convulsed. He tried to stand but stumbled, gasping for air. Ada waited for a few more seconds before she rushed out, eyes wide with fake panic. "Baby, what happened?" she cried, kneeling beside him. David's mouth foamed. His fingers trembled as he reached for her. Ada pulled back. She watched as the life drained from his eyes. When he stopped moving, she stood up. Calmly, she carried the plate back to the kitchen, washed everything clean, and wiped the dining table. Then she picked up her phone and dialed emergency services. "Hello," she said, her voice shaking. "Please, my boyfriend. Something is wrong with him. I was in the bathroom when I heard him screaming. Please help." By the time the ambulance arrived, David was gone. Ada stood outside, crying fake tears, telling the paramedics how she had no idea what happened. The doctors would run tests, but there would be no evidence. No proof. Just another tragic Valentine's Day story. And just like that, David lost his life because he